I created what has to be the ultimate challenge for the hardcore journey in World of Warcraft. In this series, we're taking every single challenge from the original hardcore add-on, along with some extra additions, and putting them onto one big wheel, then spinning it for a different challenge every level. To make the challenge even more difficult, I not only have to complete it on Self-Found, but I must also do every quest achievement within the hardcore add-on as well. Last episode, we started off our journey in Mulgore with multiple near-death experiences that definitely aren't going to be a standard for this series. But also grabbing our first 2 achievements on the list. Before we get the rest of this episode underway, there is one quest I need to do that I should have done a lot earlier. The fungal spore quest initially sounds like you shouldn't be able to complete it right away when you first get into Barrens. However, that's not entirely true. These mushrooms do spawn around all the other oases? Whatever the case. But the oasis to the north above Crossroads is actually very easy to get to when you're level 10, and is also the safest as well, easily guaranteeing you the best early starting staff in the game. The next step of this quest is technically timed, but there's so much of it that you might as well ignore it in the long run. And if you also have the flight path to Thunderbluff, well, the timer is even less of an issue. We make our quick stop for our staff, pick up the swifting spots, as that is the best option by far if you're not alchemy, and you get an easy ding for the next level. Now, I have to admit something. I forgot to spin the wheel when I leveled here. So, this next questing challenge is under the same challenge as the previous one. But fear not, for punishments always await those that commit heinous crimes. We are also getting to the level where picking what spells you train become more important. Classic WoW works very different to any other versions of the game, as not training all of your spells is actually optimal. The cost of spells starts to become incredibly high very quickly, so if you train all your spells at once every time, you'll quickly be unable to buy any of Pokemon's cookies.
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
With our new weapon in hand, and a spin failed, we're ready to take on one of the most difficult normal mobs in the game, Gazz'uz. The biggest reason why he's so difficult isn't just due to his high damaging shadow bolts,
because he uses a caster, I can't kite him back.
but he is accompanied by his Voidwalker.
How you doing?
Which actually does the majority of the damage here. So if you're new to the game, or just a streamer in general, there's likely a chance you die here.
Plus 10 for 10 levels. So you, oh wait, heal me, Bean!
Yo, healing. Dude.
Oh, what?
Now let's see how a real professional does it. Oh. Podding, just to be safe. I missed. Kill. Loot. Jump in water. But if you are ever in trouble, the Voidwalker can't swim, so just jump in the water and you're safe. With Gazz'uz dead, we turn into the eye he was carrying to a not so suspicious gentleman whatsoever, and grab our next achievement. This is unfortunately where the realization sets in. I missed a spin for a level. And even worse than that, it was during an achievement level. So, as punishment, I must roll twice and complete 2 challenges at once. Tunnel vision. And homebound. Must play in first person, and I can only stay on Kalimdor. A rather easy punishment, some might say. But justice can take a while to come around sometimes. No. Anyways, now that we're stuck in Kalimdor, we might as well pick up 2 of the most valuable items to get early on in the game, only available to the Horde. The faintly glowing skull and sticky glue. The skull actually gets outscaled rather early and should normally be used on either Gazz'uz or Fizzle Darkstorm, so don't be like me and let your RPG bad habits kick in here. However, sticky glue is useful the entire way to 60 as a root can save your life at any moment. Unfortunately, to get the glue, we have to kill these crabs who are not only grey to us, so we're not getting any XP, but they also refuse to drop. 10 minutes feels a lot longer in game, I swear. After that long grind, we run into the troll village where Zalazane is, which also is much scarier in first person. Then head back to Sentient Village to grab our goodies. You know, maybe the harpies aren't all that bad after all. Whoa, a little too much peel off there.
She would fall in love with me before I even touch her.
We finished the first part of the Harpy quest rather quickly before heading up to the cave above with some potentially challenging mobs, and loot a fantastic chest before going back for the second part of the Harpies. We hit our next level to complete our 2-in-1 challenge, and roll for our next one. Our first Clash challenge. No totems. Actually an easy one since totems are largely useless when you're solo. Also, loot all the items in a chest if you open it, or else I'll find you. And you definitely don't want that. We finally get to the most difficult quest in Durtar. Kron's Amulet. While the mobs you find aren't difficult, the amulet has to be one of the rarest items in the game, with how low of a drop rate it is. So, if you decide to farm this quest out, turn on something to watch and get to farming.
So I think we could just do it after. Steal it.
Let's go. That wasn't that bad. With that finally done, we're just about ready to find our first dungeon group. However, we do need to grab all the quests for it, which does mean we have to do 1 pre-quest in order to have them all. Which means we finally get to meet the big man himself, Thrall.
Ah, friend. What is it you wish?
He sends us back into Gazz'uz cave to get a lieutenant's insignia, which can also take a minute to drop. But before we go back to him, we might as well take the Zeppelin to Undercity since we're here so we can grab the quest over there. And then head all the way back to Thunderbluff to pick up the last quest for RFC. Okay, and we also do the Fire Totem quest finally, because I get distracted easily. What can I say? We grab our quick level 14, which is generally an okay level to do RFC, so let's see what our role will be. Shocked! Another class challenge! One where I can't cast any spells. Would make things being a little hard being a healer. I guess level 15 wouldn't hurt either. So it's time to head back into the Barrens to grab the luckiest spawn of Chen's Keg and back to grinding. With most of Kalimdor done at this point, we grab our skills, completely ignoring what I mentioned earlier about not trading everything, and head to Silverpine to start a couple of quests to get us to the rest of the way to 15. Fastest auto pickup on the server, boy! With a small RP send-off for our application to Onlyfangs, we grab the other items for our quest and head to the Sepulchre to turn in what we have. And finally ding 15, so we can get into our first group. We are going to be healing this group, and since we're here now, let's hope this roll isn't a bad one. Saved! With the group assembled, we head into the dungeon and start clearing. RFC is certainly the easier of the starting 2 dungeons, so this should go over nice and smooth. The first section is by far the easiest as the packs aren't close together at all, so there's no need to panic here. The trogs, however, can get a bit spicy rather quickly if you're not careful, because of how close they are together. It's possible to pull multiple packs if your tank isn't disciplined, like this one is. Lucky for us, we run through both sides like we're in an old school montage. Similar to the first room, this small chamber is also rather easy, but the elementals can get out of hand if you pull too many. Is it too early to be asking for an Onlyfangs invite? Now we come to the real danger inside this dungeon. In order to get through this part smoothly, you generally want to have some kind of CC and try to pull a max of 2 mobs at a time. So luckily, we did pretty well here. And now for the first boss. Damn! Damn! Jesus! Well, that was fucking scary. Don't ever let me hear your dungeons, guys. Please. While he technically was the main boss in the dungeon, we still have a couple more quests to complete before we can leave. Surely the rest won't be so bad, right? We might hit 16 from the quest turn-ins.
You shall know fear.
Oh boy. You are targeting different things.
Do you see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
Not enough mana.
Well, that was all. Oh god. That was terrifying. I'm never healing again. I can't handle this. With our quests finally complete and all the mobs cleared, we have successfully completed our very first dungeon. Now for the fun part of running back around and turning in all of our quests for some massive XP.
Rotar, friend. What is it? Blood and thunder for the Horde! Farewell! Welcome to Orgrimmar. Have you come to serve the Horde?
And an upgrade to our staff.
How will this benefit me?
Thank you so very much for watching, and I am completely blown away by the amount of support I've gotten for this series. I'm truly committed to finishing this challenge out and spicing up some things with the wheel and getting these videos done as fast as I can. I promise you things get crazy from here, so be sure to leave a like and stick around to see true justice be done.